Well, hello there. This is Dr. Roger Teel, Mile High Church Senior Minister, and I'm reflecting on last Sunday's message. We're having a great time, by the way, in this basics power for a great life. And what I'm really clear to point out is the basics we're seeing in our Back to Basics annual series are not just elementary and simplistic. They're instead foundational and absolutely essential. And it's about deepening in them so that we're
pick up where you and we're live.
Hey there, I guess we lost signal for a moment, but Roger Teel here, Mile High Church, talking about last Sunday as we continue to deepen in our basics. And the Sunday prior, we talked about the perfect spirit in you and me, and then also last Sunday, the creative power in you and me. And it's so wonderful to know that there's a power in the universe that responds to our believed thought. And what we're studying is how, in fact, that process of the inner becoming the outer is how the whole universe is being formed. That it begins in intelligence, in an idea, whether it's in the mind of God or of the infinite, or in the mind of you and me as a center in that divine mind. As we take in information, we come to a sense of believing it and anchoring it, especially at a subconscious level. The universe responds, which is why the great teacher said, "It is done unto you as you believe. As you have believed, so shall it be done unto you." And so we're looking at how we can really use this powerfully in our lives, so that more and more we're really assuming that role we're meant to assume in orchestrating our inner life and then seeing our outer life resolve and up-level. And so some of the things we talked about this past Sunday were, first of all, bless where you are. It doesn't do any good to complain about where you are or bemoan where you are. And in fact, what that does is reinforces staying stuck in where you are. It's kind of like you have to have the bigger picture. You know, you first of all take stock honestly about what's going on in your life, the conditions of the various areas of your life. And then what we get to do after that is then begin to bless that, because it's not a prison. But we have to honestly know where we are, bless it, know that it's not a limitation, but then we can build upon that. And we talked about working with what you've got. And so that's a very important part. Can you bless where you are in your life right now? And then secondly, when you've done that, open to your dreams. Open to that something within that longs to dream, that knows you're here with gifts and with opportunities and with so much that you aspire to experience. Open to that and be courageous about that. And then thirdly, and this may be the most important one for this whole thing, is build up true acceptance. Because when you get a new idea, it's always doing battle with the old ideas that have been running the show. So we have to practice that new idea. We have to rehearse our preferred future. And we have to really work with that to build up that acceptance. Because the more we can accept it, then the universe will respond to us. I told a great, powerful story about a lady who had thought she'd come into a windfall of money, and she dreamed about all that would happen in her life, and then it got corrected, and she didn't have that much money, but she was unwilling, ultimately, because she understood our teaching. She was unwilling to let go of the dream. And she found other ways and means to move forward on that same path. So, sometimes we do the yeah, but thing. I'd love to do this or express that or grow here or there, but... And then we go through our litany of the reasons why. What if we set those aside and really not only open to the dream, but then build up an acceptance of the dream? It's not your job to know how to do it. That's the greater intelligence, the greater power we use. But it needs us to buy in and own that dream. And then the last point we talked about Sunday was just keep on keeping on. We need to learn how to be steadfast and intentional in our teaching and not let the winds of change and challenge that blow in every one of our lives take us off course. That's why we have our practitioners, that's why we have this spiritual community, is to keep on keeping on, keep our intentions strong, keep on knowing the truth about ourselves and owning our dreams. So we're in a really powerful space, and so I trust that if you were there Sunday, that's a great reminder, and if not, you're in sync with us now, and I invite you to be with us this coming Sunday when we talk about the healing gifts in you. And you have healing gifts in you to heal your life and to be a healing presence in this world. And I'm so excited to tell you all about that and to deepen myself in that very thing. So I love you. Keep having a great new year, and see you in church.